Let's talk about arguably one of my favorite players in the portal. His name is Brandon Johnson. He played for Duke. He's headed to Oregon. Man, did I want him to be wearing A&M jersey next year so bad. Granted, A&M's transfer portal class, especially in the secondary, looks really good, and we'll be talking about that in an episode coming up very soon. But Brandon Johnson is a, dare I say, elite nickel? Dare I say elite?
I'll let you. I'll allow it.
I think he's really good. I think Oregon gets immediately better from this, and this is not the only secondary take that they've had. Right, we're going to talk about another one here in a minute. This Oregon is for real right now. Oregon is for real, and they're headed to the Big Ten, and they are looking to do damage, and that is going to include Brandon Johnson. Guy's great in coverage. He's a great tackler. He comes flying downhill, creates turnovers, havoc, whatever you want. Brandon Johnson can do that. I like him a lot. A lot. Did I already say that? I like Brandon Johnson a lot.
Yeah, he is kind of criminally underrated. And I think part of that is due to his stature. He's only 5'10. He's listed at 5'10, 180. He plays bigger than that, though. He's probably even smaller than that, but he does play bigger than that. He sticks his nose, tackling, covering guys. Slot corner is a tough position to play, especially at a high level of college football. He did it. Mike Geckel's defense has put a lot of stress on him, specifically in his position, and he thrived there at Duke. I know you were hoping he would go to A&M, because of the connection there with the staff and because of the needs they had in the secondary. Now they chose other directions. He ended up at Oregon, whether that was mutual or unmutual, or Oregon just a really good place to be. And they wanted Brandon Johnson bad, and they gave him a nice little package for it. And I think a lot of it could be true. With all that being said, yeah, I'm gonna echo what you say. He is fantastic. He is pretty underrated. I mean, 24/7
Criminally
has him as
underrated.
he's a three-star transfer. Now, yes, I get it. He only has probably 1 year of eligibility. Um, but he's a stud. He's a stud for Duke.
Yeah, I'm correct if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure like Trey Amos and Yam Banks both have a higher rating than Brandon Johnson in the transfer portal.
Yep.
Depending on
Yep.
what
And
site you look at, I just think that's so criminal. I think that's so criminal.
Johnson's good. He played a little bit of outside corner. He played a little bit of free safety. He did box stuff. He did slot corner. Tremendous guy that you can have. Versatile player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean he was better in 2022, right? If you want to argue that 2023 wasn't amazing, whatever. He was still very good. Okay. But 2022, 55 tackles, 7.5 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, 2 picks, a touchdown, 7 pass defenses, 2 forced fumbles. Man, man, man. I like him a
Yeah.
lot. I think those are havoc stats. Those are havoc stats. Sacks,
He
forced fumbles, interceptions, pass defenses.
Yeah, he's the guy. If you're Will Howard and you're traveling to Eugene, Oregon, right, next year, you have to know where he is on every play, because he's been moving around, he's doing different things. He's fake blitzing, he's not blitzing, he's in zone, he's in man. Everything you want, he can do, and that's what makes him so dangerous and so versatile for a guy with that staff there.
I like this a lot. Just I like him a lot, man. I get that he regressed from last year, but I still think he's really good. I still think he's really good. Gives me huge Bryce Callahan vibes. Huge Bryce Callahan vibes.
Yeah, the only thing that has me, like, I guess, questionable about it is, like, how hard did Elko push for him? Elko's a guy I really respect defensively, especially, and a guy that can identify talent and needs. And I think he obviously had a ton of respect for Brandon Johnson with the way he used him, right? So I wondered up why he didn't end up at A&M. Maybe Johnson just wanted a different fit. Maybe it was just not quite the.
Well, I would say, okay, look who has in that A&M defense, look who has played nickel for them in the past, right? Large, gigantic human beings that can absolutely eliminate any kind of slot receiver that's trying to block them in the run game, right?
Yeah, I
Brandon
guess so.
Johnson is not that. And you look at Mike Elko, the average height of the DBs that he recruited, like there are none under 6 feet tall. They average 6'2". You got some scraping 6'4", 6'3", Marcus Ratcliffe to Ricky Wright. I I think like he was there because he was there. That's what Duke had. And he was preseason All ACC. He was All ACC. Was he first team defense, second team defense, uh, the previous season with Mike Elko. So Mike Elko was able to use him very effectively. I just think Mike Elko went in a different direction in terms of the size. Mike Elko is. I think some people think he's not being picky because of the amount of players that he's taken in the transfer portal, but he's also taken like guys that really fit his system. So, and we'll talk more about that later. But this is a good get for Oregon. Great get and a good fit for Brandon Johnson.